Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So this is the look we're going to be creating today. A nice little going out look with some glitter. Because you know, when you go out, you gotta be extra. That's just how it is. And let me just start off by saying, I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not a professional. I still need recommendations and tips. So if you want to leave some down in the comments below, please do so. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Whatever you want to do to help support Julia is fine by me. I am going to show you this look. Stay tuned. So we are starting off with moisturizing your skin, which is very crucial so that your makeup blends out well and you protect your skin underneath. So I am using Viniferamine Skin Renewal Cream. Going out at night, I would not recommend using SPF just because it causes a lot of flashback with makeup. And if you want to take cute pics with your babes, then you gotta not look like a ghost. You gotta look like a beauty queen. So I'm gonna start by prepping my eyes with my Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte, and I use the shade Light Medium. So I'm gonna use this and just prep my eyes. And I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend that in. And once that's blended in, I'm going to set my eyes with Dermablend baking powder. And this is just gonna sort of fill in the moisture so that my eyeshadow blends out nicely and doesn't get blotchy. Now we are going to start on our eyeshadow. So my favorite palette that I've been using for the past 8 months straight is Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush. I use BH Cosmetics brushes. So I am going to start out by taking Warm Taupe, this shade right here. You can't really see the color because it's almost gone, but it's pretty much the same color as my eyelid, and I'm just using that as a transition color. So I'm gonna take that and put it on my crease and sort of all over my brow bone. And once I have that set on my eyes, in my crease, and on my brow bone, I'm gonna start by going in with Red Ochre right here. It's sort of like a nice maroon shade, and that's gonna blend well with the pink glitter that we're gonna use later. So once that is set in my eye, I'm gonna go in with Venetian Red right here. It's sort of a nice pinky color, and I don't like to use a lot of it because it is super pigmented, so I'm going to tap it out nicely and then go within the crease more rather than on the brow bone. Once I'm done with that, I'm going in with the Kylie Jenner Nice palette. So I'm going in with the shade Wonderland, right there, Wonderland. And I'm going to take the same flathead brush that I used before with Venetian Red, and I'm going to take that and go along the crease as well. And then I'm going to sort of get more on the brush and do the outer corner. I'm going back with the fluffy brush and I'm blending it out in the corners just so I don't look clumpy. And now, on to the fun part, the glitter. Okay, so for glitter, I fell in love with the Stila eye pigment. So I'm taking the Stila eye pigment in the shade Rose Gold Retro. So this, I'm just applying all over my lid. And already once that's applied, you can see it's like boom, like in your face glitter, and that's what I love because I love being extra when I go out with my makeup. Some people don't prefer winged eyeliner. I personally love it, so I'm gonna do winged eyeliner. I honestly love the Maybelline Line Stiletto liquid eyeliner. It's $8 at CVS. I'd rather spend $8 than $28. So I'm just gonna take this and do a wing on my eye so we can fly the hell away. That's one done. And and after the next, they will not be cousins, they will be sisters. They always gotta be sisters. If you got a cousin, you gotta redo that. Not down for cousins. I'll be honest, I think I have a little sister from another mister situation going on, but it's okay, they're close enough. And on to the next step, the most crucial part of your makeup, and my go-to lifesaver is Better Than Sex by Too Faced, the most amazing mascara in the entire world. It really is better than sex. Partially, but you know, it works, so let's dive in. Because I like to really layer it on because I want my lashes to look like falsies. So I sort of do sweeps over the front and the back and over again until it's the thickness that I want it to be. And the nice thing about this mascara is if you are a little messy and get it on your eyeshadow, which I do all the time, if you wait like 30 seconds for it to dry and just take a Q-tip, it comes right off. Moving on to the face to cover up these angry, yucky, you know, this whole situation. So I am starting by wetting my beauty blender, super moist. I squeeze it under the water like 10 times, and then I dry it off with a towel. And then I like to take my Mario Badescu rose water and sort of give it that extra setting damp. For my primer, I like to use Professional. This one's really tiny because I didn't want to pay for the full size because, you know, on a budget. But we're gonna take this, a little bit goes a long way, and rub it on your pore areas. So your chin, your cheeks, your T-zone, on the nose, sort of just everywhere, you know. Cover and fill in those lines because we're 17 and already got wrinkles, you know, stress. We are moving on to foundation. I don't normally always use foundation, but when I do, I like to use Fenty because, you know, Rihanna's got it going on. Thank you, Riri, for the goods. I use the mattifying Fenty Beauty Foundation in shade 250, and this does dry super, super quickly, so I like to do one section at a time. So I'm gonna start by doing that. And next step, concealer to highlight the face. Under these eyes, cover those angry spots because I got a lot going on right now. So we're going back in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. I like to go under my eyes. And then I like to cover my angry spots that need some extra coverage. And then I take the tip of my beauty blender to do under my eyes just so we get more of a precise fit. Once we got all the concealer blended in, we are going to go back in with our Dermablend baking powder and our dry brush. Dry sponge, not dry brush. We are going to take it and set in our concealer. Anywhere we have sort of oily spots, like our T-zone, sort of just set that in. And while that is baking, we are going in with Anastasia Dip Brow. This stuff, the pomade, not the dip. Yeah, the Dip Brow, the pomade. In the shade Dark Brown because I got some dark caterpillars. Oh my God. If you screw up, like I always do, just, you know, try and get it off and use the spoolie and just like spread it out. I like to set them so that they don't go all curly and crazy because that's what mine like to do, with the Benefit Brow Gel. If we can get it open, that is. Oh my, Okay, well we're not gonna use the Benefit Brow Gel because it won't open because it's glued shut. We are going to dab off our baking powder. Next, we are moving on to bronzer, and personally, I don't prefer to use a cream bronzer just because I don't like to feel super like cakey and chiseled. So I go with the Bomb.com Hoola Bronzer, and I start off by taking the brush that it comes with just because it's really good for like creating a distinct line, and I put it right at the line of my cheekbone. Then I like to do, like Kylie says, the 3. And then I like to take a little bit and go on the sides of my nose just to make my nose look thinner. Because if you know me, you know I try my hardest for a small nose. And blend out everything and sort of just cover any like under eye that looks super white. And blend out the chiseled line because like I said, I don't like to look super chiseled. So I'm sort of just going over where I went with the harsher brush. Just like that. And now for the cute part of the blush. And I personally use the Tarte, it's Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. And it's Party with 3 A's. I'm not just saying that to sound cool. And this is sort of more of like a pinky tone, like more pink than a blushy rose, if that makes sense. And I go ham with the blush just because I feel cuter when my cheeks are rosy. So I bring it up sort of by my brow and then down to the center of my eye. And then I like to put a tad bit on my nose. Looking cute. And then a little bit on the chin and on the forehead just so we're all even. We are going in with the trend of all trends, the highlighter. I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. So I am going to take my highlight brush and take a little bit of the Mary Badescu Rose Spray. I don't know how you pronounce that, Mary Badescu, but I spray a little bit on my brush just so we get more of a pigment. And I'm gonna use Moonstone because we did sort of like a pink look. Start with it on my, look at that, look at that. I hope it's focused. Please look at that, that is beautiful, that is beautiful. Go up the bridge a little bit and go on the top of your cheekbone and get that nice L shape. I don't like to overdo it because I don't want to be a bubble buddy out here. I just want to get a little bit of the glow. We're gonna do the under eyes of the eyeshadow with the eyeshadow. Under eyes with the eyeshadow. Under eyes. I'm taking a thin, short, little brushy brush, and I'm going back in with Venetian Red, this color here in Modern Renaissance, and it's sort of like that pinky shade. And I'm just going underneath, right here, close to the lash line, and then sort of spreading it out besides that. Back to Better Than Sex, give it a nice little layer on the lower lashes. We're going back in with the Mary Badescu Rose Water, setting our look so that it stays on all night, no budges, no rain slippage. Oh. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the final look for going out with your girls, with you guys, having a good time, no budging, dance all night, party all night, drink some water all night. So, I hope you like this look. I hope you try it out. Give me some tips and pointers in the comment section below. Hit me up for any questions. Comment, like, subscribe, because I will be trying my hardest to post videos every week because I really wanted to do this for a long time and I hope it works out. So, tune in, hopefully next week, for an everyday makeup look. See you later, alligator.